Welcome to episode 4 of the TMR podcast. This week we focus on Zack Snyder's Justice League. Is it better or worse than the 2017 version? Well, guess we'll find out. So, without further ado, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and push the notification bell, as well as follow me on Spotify. So please enjoy episode 4 with a very special guest. Thank you very much. Welcome to the TMR podcast, and today I'm joined by my friend from, where the hell are you from?
Mahidol.
University, Atulit, and today we're going to be talking
Call
about
me
the Snyder Cut. You know what? Why not? Why the hell not? And I guess that we're both fans of, we're not ashamed to say it, I think, in public, DC Comics. And
DC, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that we gave this movie a chance, and yeah, I'm guessing to see what you thought of it. And first of all, I think it's fair to say we have to go through the synopsis, right? So, nothing much. Basically, Batman
What did they even say?
and Wonder Woman, right, recruit the Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg into a super group of human beings to defend Earth against Steppenwolf and his master Darkseid. I mean, that's pretty much all you can do with that, I guess. Thanks, DC. Okay. So before anything, I think we both watched the original 2017 cut. And we were both appalled, and we hated it very badly. And unfortunately, Zach didn't get to finish his project, I guess, because of his daughter passing away. And then now, like 4 years later, here he is with his actual vision for, the Justice League. And I guess let's dive right into it. What did you like about it, man?
I like the darker tone. I think it actually feels like a coherent film. Like the Justice League, like Joss Whedon's cut. It was really obvious that there was a lot of studio interference, and they were very clearly afraid of Marvel and how people are just flocking to his style, to Marvel's aesthetic or whatever. So they had to quickly scramble together the reshoots and everything, and it just feels really jumbled. So I'm just glad that this one actually feels coherent, and it feels like nobody tried to mess with it in any way, And I think the fact that it's 4 freaking hours long, just I'm just glad that Zack Snyder got to really unfilter himself with the movie, whether it's for good or for worse. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I know
And
what
of
you
course,
mean there
all these
in more ways than one.
yeah, it's straight up just do whatever you want, Zach, which is good.
Yeah.
I think it just makes it feel more of a unified vision. I think that's the strongest point of the movie.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of Zack Snyder going into this. Usually he
Uh-huh.
makes these really aesthetically pleasing films, but the core is always lacking. Don't even mention back into 300 or Sucker Punch and all that stuff. But just most recently, his DCEU stuff hasn't been great. And I feel like DC fans have been using the studio interference thing as an excuse. Man of Steel was
Uh-huh.
all right. Batman versus Superman was trash. I am not going to hide behind that.
Okay,
Regardless
I
of
didn't hate it that much. BVS wasn't it was a 5 to a 6.
bro,
It wasn't
they stopped
wasn't
fighting
Suicide
because
Squad.
their mother
It
has the
wasn't
same
Suicide
name.
Squad.
Their
It
mother
wasn't
has the same freaking name, and they stopped fighting because of that. What? How did that pass?
Okay, regardless, it was not as bad as Suicide Squad.
Okay. Okay. Hunka
Like,
hunka.
honka honka. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, man.
yeah.
So, but I think that even though that I don't think I was the biggest fan of him, I actually really enjoyed that his vision in this film. And then, regardless of whether it was bad
Mhm.
or good, like the Snyderisms, slow mo or like edgy pop songs and all that stuff. I still think that
Yeah,
the overall tone and the overall characterization is a lot better than what we have come to get to used to in the uh, DC universe, which is great, I guess. What else did you like, man?
yeah. I mean, off the top of my head, aside from just like the overall tone, I think my favorite character, surprisingly enough, was the Flash.
Okay.
Like, aside from Batman, like the Flash is my favorite DC superhero,
Mm.
and the way they actually made him shine, like he wasn't just like I just push some people and run away. Like they didn't make him seem like this incompetent like hero. He actually like knew what he was doing, more or less. Like he was like pretty well versed in like the whole Speed Force shit.
Yeah.
So I really liked that. Like and like he got a lot more characterization with his
Yeah, that was
father.
really important.
And they didn't try like the humor in the Whedon cut felt very forced. Like he is still comic relief in this one, but he's not comic relief like in a stupid
Yeah.
way. Like the humor is very hit or miss
Yeah,
for me
still I agree.
still, but it wasn't it wasn't as like
Yeah.
cringy as like brunch.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
what
yeah.
is brunch?
Or like bring out the big guns or whatever, and it was Louis Lane. I was like, oh god.
Or like, him falling on top of Wonder Woman and like sexualizing her for some
I
weird
That's the
ass
most
reason.
Joss Whedon thing ever, man.
Yeah. No, but I think like the reason I mentioned the Flash is because like this was something I was hoping for in the Whedon cut where like everybody dies and then the Flash has this like big moment where he can kind of like run back in time and kind of like fix everything. And like that sequence was really well done. I like
Yeah,
that's like got to be one of my favorite sequences in the movie. Like
yeah.
that like visually like you said like it ran a little bit long,
Mm.
but still like it was a sight to behold. It was some good, it was some good.
Good, good. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that they made him more relatable. Well, he already is relatable because he's basically telling the audience what the audience are thinking. Like he's the audience in the group.
Yeah.
But
But he wasn't one note. Like his sole purpose wasn't just to like make jokes. He had like feelings. He has like he's just more three-dimensional in this one.
yeah, yeah, I
He's not just
agree.
like some sort of joke dispenser.
I
He's
agree.
yeah.
But regardless, like I think I'm gonna have to also point out that like regardless like of whether his humor in this one improved or not, like well it definitely improved. That's not debatable. But I still
Hmm.
feel that he sticks out like a sore thumb. Like all his humor was like I was like okay, doesn't fit with the
Yeah,
overall tone of the
yeah,
movie, but
yeah.
still much better Flash that we got. And who else did you like apart from the Flash?
I mean, Batman was a lot less useless in this cut.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, he actually did something in the final act. Like, he was actually killing
yeah,
parademons and shit. He wasn't just like standing back and like getting saved every now and again. Like he was actually like doing some shit. He was actually like bringing people
yeah,
together, and he was badass. Like he's Batman.
yeah. And it's like
I would have
yeah,
hoped for more like I would have hoped for more like Batman centric fight scenes. Like one of my
yeah,
favorite things, if not the best thing about BVS, was that warehouse scene.
yeah,
You know, and like I was hoping for something like that in this one, which we kind of got, but not really. Like he was very human and very grounded compared to the other characters. But
yeah.
I'm just glad that they used him better and he wasn't like some useless like weirdo who kept smiling all the time. Like
Mm,
Batman's not supposed to be this like happy-go-lucky like
yeah,
bringing people together kind of guy. He's like afraid,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. I
So
think
that came across a lot clearer in this cut.
yeah, I agree with you. And like, cause like Batman is literally my favorite superhero ever. Marvel DC combined,
Me too. Me
and
too. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel that
Same.
they did him justice in this movie because because I guess that I guess that he was portrayed as the brains behind the whole operation. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
like he wanted to gather these group of people and wanted to bring Batman back, and like it's much more
Yeah.
Batman. He's not a murderous psychopath like he was in BVS, and he's not
Yeah.
useless like he was in Justice League. Like I feel that in
Yeah.
this one he was
Yeah.
used perfectly, and then like Ben Affleck, it's easily
Exactly.
his best Batman outing so far, if he ever does anything
Oh, for
again.
sure. For sure. For sure.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
aside from that, another person that stood out was Cyborg. Actually, Cyborg was really good.
Of course, we have to
Um,
talk about Cyborg.
yeah,
His
it
whole
makes a
part
lot
got
of
cut in
sense.
like the
Yeah,
Whedon cut.
yeah. There's a lot of reason, and like it makes sense now why he got so angry when Warner Brothers cut quite a lot of his stuff off, and Joss Whedon too, and that he got really
Yeah.
unhappy with that, and it makes a lot of sense because in
Yeah.
this one he's really key, and like his dad's sacrifice and everything. Like actually, Cyborg
Hmm.
is my favorite character in the whole film. I never thought I'd be saying that.
I see.
Like
Yeah, of course.
at first, I thought Ray Fisher has the acting talent of a potato, but now uh, I see that he's like much better in
Yeah,
his
like
role.
it was just a garbage ass editing
Yeah,
that was done. He actually did a fantastic job in this. Like seriously, like yeah, definitely like a very crucial part. Definitely the heart of the
yeah,
film. It's like what every like reviewer is saying right now. Like Cyborg is the heart of the
yeah.
film. And yeah, that's completely true. I did not
Yeah.
like Wonder Woman so much in this cut. I mean, it's the same as last one, but like I think out of all the characters she changed the least.
Mm.
It seemed to me like she was just there to kind of look badass and be badass.
Kal-El, no.
Like there wasn't really much
Uh,
there wasn't really much characterization for Wonder Woman because I think at that point the has had her solo film been out yet
uh,
when Justice
yeah, yeah,
League
yeah.
came out?
Her
When the Joss
movie
cut?
was out right before Justice League.
Yeah, so I think like they pretty much nailed her arc in that one. And then for this one, they're just kind of like, okay, I guess everybody just saw Wonder Woman. So, you know, here
But
she
then
is. There you
again,
go. She's just kind of
but
here to
then
kick
again,
ass.
yeah, everyone saw Wonder Woman 1984 and thought she was a selfish. I mean, it's just jumbled, isn't it, man? Like seriously, if they have more coherent vision,
I don't understand why Wonder Woman 84 had to take place in 1984.
literally, yeah,
Because it
no,
just opens up more plot
yeah,
holes. Like, it made no sense
yeah,
to
like
me. That was one shitty
yeah,
ass
no,
movie.
definitely, like if
You're gonna get
yeah,
demonetized
thank
now.
you. I mean, it means a lot, but I don't think I was gonna get
She's
monetized
gonna get
anyway. So,
demonetized.
so yeah, man, feel free, man. Do you? But yeah, I feel that she wasn't much
Yeah.
help in this, and that, besides the fact that she, spoiler alert, did decapitate Steppenwolf. Like I thought that was overkill. Like, why was it her?
That was really random. That was
Yeah,
really random. Okay, like I actually have a theory about that. Like not a theory, but I guess my reasoning would be that Steppenwolf did kill a lot of her people.
you mean random Amazonians that we don't care about? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Not Cyborg, who's
I guess that's what Snyder must be thinking. I don't think Cyborg should have been the one to kill Steppenwolf because he's a kid with a heart of gold. He's like a young. teenager who's just trying to come to terms with himself and what he's become. I think that arc is already really strong, and I think killing like a being, even if it's a bad guy, would kind of affect the character in a very like deep and emotional way.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would have fit for Cyborg, but I mean, I understand that like Wonder Woman's like this Amazonian badass, so I guess it might have been some sort of like feminist, like
Okay. I mean, sure.
the girl lands the final.
Yeah. I mean, you could have. If I were Steppenwolf and I heard Mira's British accent, I would have died. Like, wouldn't even need to get decapitated. Uh, like, did you hear it? Like, it's so bad. It's just like, oh, he would pay for what he did. I'm like, oh my god, Jesus, Amber, why? That's the biggest villain of the film for me, man. Fucking Amber Heard.
That British accent, oh my god.
Like the fact that she got casted back again is a crime enough, and the second one is that her British accent, it just made it worse.
Yeah. Was her accent American?
Exactly.
In
Aquaman? Her accent was American in Aquaman and the first Justice League. And then this one, she's like, hello there, Arthur Curry. Greetings. I'm just like,
well, you must accept your place as a friend.
Yes, quite.
Okay, you know what's one thing I really did like about this is surprisingly, I really liked the scenes with Willem Dafoe. I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
His look at
his look. I loved his wig, man.
I love his look, man. I love his look so much. Like, I personally can't even decide whether I like it ironically or unironically. Like, it's just.
Oh no. Yep. Chef's kiss.
Like, I don't know if I'm pissed. I don't know if I'm pissed that they changed it for Aquaman, or if I'm like really, really, really glad that they did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, he had a man bun in Aquaman. It was pulled back like this. But with this one, he was just like, I was like, Willem Dafoe? it's just him on a Sunday.
He just like, he low-key looked like a lesbian. And like, He kind of... Don't you think so?
No, he looked like a confused 40-year-old lesbian. I get it. It was so funny, dude.
We're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Get ready to get canceled.
I mean, it's been 4 episodes. I had a nice run. Jesus Christ. No, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I liked what he said and I like what he stood for in the film, but Jesus, his wig, who like Snyder was like, put it.
Okay, no, I don't.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The CG, the hair, like the CG hair underwater is always like really obvious to me, and I've never been able to like get behind that.
That was awkward, and like
even in Aquaman, that was like a bit of an issue.
Yeah. And I also think that speaking of, we're already on Aquaman, that he's actually like a good character in this movie. Like, he's not totally useless without water.
Yeah, I mean, the issue I had with Aquaman with the other cut was that he seemed like, I think Joss just tried to make Aquaman kind of like a bro.
Yeah.
Like
Aqua bro.
Like it was still like an rad, but it wasn't as like prevalent as the other cut. Like in this one, he seemed like genuinely angry and upset with Atlantis and all that shit. Like there wasn't any of those weird like frat boy vibes to him.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like he didn't seem like a frat boy. He just seemed like a very bitter, very like emotionally affected, broken dude.
Yeah. And I think that the whole first act really helped him. That the fact that Batman went to him first and he just really just like blew him off. Like, nah.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated Aquaman in this. And props. Okay, I do question DC's casting a lot of the time. E.g. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I still can't get behind that, and I never will. But with Jason
What was
Momoa,
wrong with Bryan
yeah,
Cranston?
but with Jason Momoa, I think like they nailed the casting right on. Because Aquaman is
Mm-mm-mm.
such a silly
Yeah, yeah,
character, right? He talks to fish, and
yeah,
you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
get the craziest, most
Yeah.
evil-looking guy um, to play Aquaman. Yeah,
Khal
Khal Drogo.
Drogo.
So perfect, literally perfect
Yeah,
casting right there. Everything else
perfect.
really questionable.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Oh
yeah. I
God.
mean,
Okay. So what else
it
did
was
you
surprisingly. I mean,
like?
like I think Superman's new suit,
Oh, the black suit Superman. Was that explained?
the black suit Superman. No,
Well,
no, it
so
wasn't.
basically
It
it's
wasn't. I
cool.
would have loved like a bit of explanation because we all know that like it's used for it's used to like absorb like solar like absorb the energy, harness the energy of the sun
Yeah.
better, right? Than the regular suit.
Yeah. I mean,
I
hmm.
think I think I'm very torn on Superman's character because in the other cut he was basically just like suddenly became this like Christopher Reeve style Superman where he was just
Oh
happy and
no, the
stood for
mustache, the
justice and
CG mustache.
the mustache. Where what was that line?
Do you bleed?
Tell me, do you? Wait, he's just like, do you bleed?
No, I was like, I'm freaked out.
You will let me live. You will let me die.
Honestly, it freaks me out more than any horror movie did, man. I was like, oh
Dude, oh my god, yeah.
no, that was scary.
But this Superman is straight up a murderous
Oh yeah, no,
psychopath.
he is. That's what most DC characters are. But
He,
yeah,
he's straight up like he brought back. No, but like Superman in particular, like when he was beating the shit out of Steppenwolf, it was just like laser, punch, 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 laser,
yeah,
punch. It was
not
straight up
overkill at
torture.
all.
Like Superman, like I can excuse like the whole like killing Zod thing from Man of Steel. Like I that didn't really affect me that much,
Yeah.
but this one was like, yo, damn, Superman. Like what the where did this come from,
Yeah,
Superman?
like he's
You
just
know?
like next time he beats Shazam in like a race, or like he loses, he'll be like, "I'll kill you. I'll rip your throat."
And he ripped off Steppenwolf's like
Horn, yeah,
horn or whatever. Like straight up just like,
he's a psychopath.
god damn.
Yeah,
And I think like I think the reason that it didn't really sit right with me was because Steppenwolf didn't really do anything to Superman. He doesn't have like a personal vendetta against him at all. Like if they showed like Steppenwolf like hurting Martha or Lois Lane or something, then okay, like I would understand Superman's outburst because then okay, like it would make more sense for him to act that way. But this just
yeah.
seems really weird. I
Nah, he's just.
I mean, I guess you could say like he's I guess you could say he's like changed because of the mother box or
Yeah,
whatever, but
maybe. I hope they explain
it it
that. I really
it
do.
didn't sit right. It yeah, yeah, me too. But I mean, it just didn't sit right with me. Like there has to be like that fine line. Like Whedon was like Superman is basically like a freaking like
Yeah.
God and like a benevolent like Jesus like figure, and on the other side is like, oh yeah, he is like Jesus, but like
Yeah.
murderous Jesus, you know?
Yeah. Murderous Jesus. No, he was crazy, and then like I feel that maybe it's just set up for Dark Superman down the line.
Justice League
Yeah.
Part Two and
I
Justice League.
hope I hope I hope they have a
Yeah,
coherent plan for that. And that this is just like the seeds. Like I really do.
I think it I think it depends on the way people receive this movie because I think at least as of now, from what I can tell, people are really liking this.
Yeah, like but the DC fans
Like
are
like
really
everyone I
going
talk to,
crazy.
yeah, like because everyone I talk to, DC fan or not, they would always say the same thing, which is like, yeah, this is like not bad at all. It's so much better. It's like definitely Zack Snyder's best film in the DCEU.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Definitely. By far.
it's like Justice League's like up here, like Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then we got like Man of Steel, more like in the mid tier, and then like three floors down we got that other one.
Mm, Wonder Woman? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. If you want to say Birds of Prey, oh
BVS.
no, that's another debate.
I'm talking about Zack Snyder.
Right. Yeah. In that case, the other one, oof, indeed.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Birds of Prey was just like it's really weird, forgettable, like edgy, hot topic.
that's
movie.
just the problem with the DCEU, man. It's just not consistent. Like they can put out something like this, but then they can put out something like, I don't know, Birds of Prey or Wonder Woman 1984. Like it's just so frustrating with them.
The problem is that they were just too chicken shit to like stick to one aesthetic. Like I think if DC just stuck to like being dark,
yeah,
like they would have their own niche and people would like watch that for what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because nobody wants to like if you start off dark and then you start going more towards the light, it's like why?
Yeah.
Like especially if you're trying to create like a coherent cinematic universe.
Yeah, exactly. I guess another thing that I didn't like about it was that it shoehorned so many things in. Like it's Zack Snyder's thing to like literally shoehorn everything in ever. And for this one, it was just crazy. Like we got Martian Manhunter out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere. And then in the end, he's like, "I want to join." I'm like, "That's great, but what?"
Okay, again, like they had 4 hours to play with, and they had they reshot. Like I mean, they like added another scene in there. I don't understand why they couldn't have maybe like shown more of a reason as to why Martian Manhunter wanted to join the fight.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind. Like honestly, like the shoehorning in wouldn't be much of an issue if it were like explained. It's just like this is just completely unexplained. He just shows up with like a very obvious like like I'm gonna join you guys, Justice League Part 2. Like he might as well have just went up to Batman and said like, yeah, I'm gonna be in the sequel, look at me, look at
I
me.
look like a PS2 character, look at me. Yeah, I know.
No, I think that's unfair to say. I think he looks more like a PS3 character.
Sure, yeah, okay, so that's somewhat of an upgrade, I guess.
Yeah.
No, but his inclusion in both the Lois Lane scene and the end scene was so random.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool, but what? Yeah.
I think that scene would have been so much more effective if that wasn't Martian Manhunter talking to Lois.
Yeah. It would have been.
You know what I mean? Like I think if it were just Martha Kent, it would have just been like like a touching, like normal dramatic scene. I wouldn't have any issue with it. I mean, I really don't, but it just felt really weird to me that they decided to make it Martian Manhunter.
I mean, why the hell not? Because he was one of the original members of the Justice League, so put him in there.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for
I was hoping
for
a bit more. I was like, if there was a tease, I would have hoped for more of like a Green Lantern tease. I don't really care much about Martian Manhunter.
I don't think they're there yet. I think they haven't recovered from Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern yet. So I guess maybe that's why.
I guess.
But for the there was one scene in the flashback where there was this alien-looking guy and he was wielding a Green Lantern ring, right?
Yeah, the Green Lantern.
Yeah. And then he got his hand chopped off. Oof. Oh, speaking of, let's get on to Darkseid. What do you think of Darkseid, man?
Oh yeah. This is one of the more weaker points of the film for me. His design really didn't do it for me. Like, I was hoping he would look a lot more menacing. He doesn't really look to me like a big bad of the series or anything.
Yeah.
He looked like just like any other random CGI villain. Like if they went the Thanos route and kind of properly like, mocap somebody's face and like use that technology with like a big actor or something, that would have been
far better.
Like far
but
better.
I think the thing with him is that
he
he always has red eyes, doesn't he? Like I know Thanos doesn't have like well he did have like white eyes in the comics, and then they sort of changed that up to give him some humanity. But with Darkseid, I think it's borderline impossible to do anything because his eyes are glowing red, and if it's not like glowing red all the time, then people will have a problem with that. But like I don't like how.
No, but I mean I don't think that's an issue.
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah.
Because like for me, the first time we see him is in was it in Wonder Woman's exposition scene or Cyborg's vision? It was in her exposition scene, right?
It was in definitely. I think it was Wonder Woman's exposition
Yeah,
scene.
because like that's not a good first impression. Like oh, this is the big
Yeah,
bad of the
yeah.
DC universe. Like
He got defeated. He got defeated by like
Professor
Electric
Lupin. Yeah,
Leonidas and Professor
yeah,
Lupin.
literally.
I
Like for those
like
of
there
you,
should have been more of like a reason,
yeah, exactly. Like I think
you
for the
know?
people who are listening who don't know who Darkseid is, basically he's literally the OG Thanos, man. Like Thanos was based on his character. Darkseid is
Yeah.
like one of the most powerful beings in the DC universe, and this is one of the things like Marvel just like decided to, you know, sort of base
Copy.
Thanos, yeah, copy, and well, they
Yeah.
did give Thanos the gauntlet, which makes him strong, but
Uh-huh.
Darkseid doesn't need anything. He's
Uh-huh.
literally just he's
Yeah, like he's
yeah.
a new god. Like he's
Yeah,
literally a
and the
god.
fact that the first thing we see of him is literally him getting beat up and like retreating away
Yeah.
back to space. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's not
Yeah.
wise. He can crush as many heads as he want. Like he does seem like a bit like a pushover now. Uh, but
Hmm.
in terms of villains, I think Steppenwolf was much better, man. Was much better.
Oh yeah, surprisingly. Surprising. I mean, I don't think Darkseid was meant to be the main villain
Yeah,
in the
no.
first place, which is why he was so easily cut from the other cut. But the thing about Darkseid for me is that it's not just about the way he was introduced. It's just like the design and everything is just
I get what you mean.
and and you know how like okay, I guess at least for me, I wish they explained the anti-life equation a little bit more.
Signs. That's pretty much it. It's just signs.
Yeah. Yeah. I will come for my great prize.
Yeah, and then we'll be like, woo! Yeah, I can't wait for the Snyder Cut Part 2, where we petition for
Yeah.
more. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. His voice was great
yeah,
though. The voice actor, Ray
yeah.
Porter, fantastic.
Fantastic voice
I think
acting.
he sounded a lot more intimidating than he looked.
Yeah. And shout out to
Yeah.
Kieran Hines as well, I guess, for being a better Steppenwolf. I mean, the first one was like, Mother, call to me. And then this one's like more like, you know, human and not annoying. Like, I think the voice acting from both of them was really good.
Hmm.
And I think for me that I guess we should have got less of Darkseid. I want to see more Darkseid, but at the same time, like the more you kind of reveal, the less scared of him you kind of get, which is not the way you want to go.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that like
Yeah.
apparently plans for the second one is not even him as the main villain. It's what Lex Zuckerberg.
Lex Luthor's
Yeah,
Lex Luthor's Injustice
yeah,
League.
which
Yeah.
is okay. You tease Darkseid and
Yeah.
then like, no, not yet. Which is sort of what Marvel
Yeah.
did, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, but Marvel knew what they were doing.
Exactly.
And Marvel actually stuck to their plans.
Exactly. They didn't pull away from a Thanos. Like literally, they just built up. That's why he looks and he feels so scary and menacing and all that stuff.
If it were me, like I would have introduced Darkseid at the like when they throw Steppenwolf through the boom tube
Yeah.
and then Darkseid is looking at the Justice League. I think that would have been like a really
Yeah,
great
with badass.
chance to introduce it.
That would have been badass, man.
That would have been like really badass because like you just see like a glimpse of him and you're like, holy
Yeah,
crap.
that would have been a
Yeah.
perfect intro. Just like him
Like there he
squashing his
is.
head.
Yeah. Yeah, like that shot, like just like squashing his head, and then the camera tilts up, and then you see Darkseid.
Yeah, but then after that, he sort of looks constipated and explains his whole evil plan, which will probably take 2 movies to complete.
Yeah,
But yeah, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, what I think. Another thing that we should talk about is the soundtrack. What did you think about that?
I think it was great. I like that they brought the Man of Steel theme back. You know, Superman's
Yes,
theme for Man of Steel, which I really like. I thought that's
yes,
fantastic. They didn't really bring back Batman's theme from BVS, which I liked as well. Like they just brought back like hints of that. But in general, it sometimes it felt a little like
yeah,
generic, like any other superhero movie. Because I don't really think there was much of a Justice League theme.
exactly. That's
Like you know how Avengers have their own theme. Like I would have hoped that there was a theme for the Justice League because there's this one shot in the movie that I loved, which was it was like a slow-mo shot where we see Batman in the Batmobile and
yeah.
then everybody just like kind of comes together.
What isn't a
You
slow
know
mo shot?
which shot I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Well, we should get to that in a second, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like but like yeah, I mean, I think if they lean more heavily to like the whole motifs of like Justice League, I like in terms of like the soundtrack, I think that would have been a lot more interesting and a lot more goosebumpy, if
Yeah,
that's a word.
like
Like
literally, I feel that they have something to work with
like
already for the Cartoon Network theme.
Chai,
Was it
yeah.
Cartoon Network? Yeah, like dun, 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 that
Oh, the Justice League
literally,
Unlimited,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
just use
yeah.
that one, and it's already gonna be like, you know, memorable. But this one was just generic, which is sort of weird considering they brought back Superman's theme, and then every single time I heard that theme, I felt really like it sent chills into my body.
Yeah, yeah,
And Wonder
exactly.
Woman's do
Chills,
do do do
goosebumps.
do do all that stuff. Yeah, it's good stuff too.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's a bit of a shame because Avengers they have their own theme, and Justice
yeah,
League are supposed
yeah.
to have their own too. But I guess that it was
I guess it's
uh,
like reversed here, because like in the Avengers, like you can't really name Iron Man's theme or Thor's
yeah,
theme or
yeah,
anything. But for this one, I guess the themes come from each individual character moments rather than like them coming together. But it would have been nice to have both, you know?
yeah. Or even better, it would have been nice to have come together. Like what they said in the first trailer. The rock version, and then instead we got these
Oh
really
my
edgy
God.
pop songs. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So speaking
I
of,
mean, I don't know how I feel about either of them. Like, I think like that come together was also like a bit for
oh,
me,
okay, okay,
and the edgy pop songs were also a little bit like I think just
Zack
like
Snydery.
don't use any
Yeah,
songs in
yeah.
general.
Um,
But yeah, Zack Snyder style. Like the movie, like you told me before we watched this that the movie could was probably gonna be like 2 hours long without slow mo, and after seeing it, my first thought was like, shit, like them is right. Like literally, like I wonder how. Like I hope like somebody does like one of those YouTube edits of like one of those videos where it just says like Zack Snyder's Justice League but without slow mo, and it's probably just like an hour and a half long or something.
yeah, yeah. It'd probably be just like you know, 2 hours 30 minutes, because like every shot is slow motion, like and so many unnecessary slow motion. Like I think like
Oh
the
yeah,
the
yeah.
the football scene where Cyborg plays, for his college. I guess it's just like,
Yeah.
"Urgh," and I'm just like, come on, please.
Okay, okay. Like the thing is, there's no denying that it does look really cool. Like it looks fantastic, but it's just so overplayed. I
Yeah,
think that's the issue here. Like if they
yeah,
sort of saved it for the character moments or like something that really needed the slow mo, it would have enhanced the film. And there were scenes like that, but it just I don't know, man.
no, Zach was like
He
putting
really
everything
like
in
leaned
slow mo.
heavily on that.
Yeah, he always puts most of his movies on slow mo. Like
Yeah,
if 300, the movie was played in a normal
yeah,
speed, 30 minutes, easy peasy.
yeah, yeah. I just want to do a quick Google search. Like, how long is the movie 300? without slow-mo.
I,
Oh my God, that's actually like one of the first Google suggestions.
no, seriously though, like it's want to become one of his tropes.
The movie is 14 minutes shorter.
But
Straight
this
up. Wait,
one's probably like 30
how long is
minutes.
300?
I don't think it's like 2 hours long.
It's like it was like 1 hour 57 minutes. So like that's actually
God
like
damn.
quite a bit. Like so I'm like I think like genuinely like it would have been able to be like 30 minutes shorter without slow motion. Like all jokes aside, like straight up like yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Like, I think he just, he was having the time of his life with this stuff, and he's just like slow mo that. But sir, slow mo it now. Like, okay,
Slow.
yeah, like
Like
I can
my God,
imagine.
imagine like Justice League 2, like Lois Lane and like Superman just talking like Batman is such a piece of shit, and like Superman's just
Yeah,
like I stand for justice and murder, you know, like the
justice and murder.
kind of
Funny
thing.
because it's true. Anyways, so one more thing we got to talk
Yeah.
about, man. One more thing. What do you think of the nightmare sequence?
Okay. Uh, I liked it. I really
Okay,
liked it actually. I thought it was pretty great. Um, I'm still very iffy on Jared Leto's Joker.
me too.
He was funny. Like he was like unintentionally funny, obviously, but he was funny.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you
Like
mean.
there was this
He
line where
lives
he
in a
said
society.
there was this
Yeah.
line where he said no 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 like my little concubine or like something like that. He,
Jesus.
do you know which line I'm talking
Yeah, yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah.
Like like goddamn, like that was
I love I,
that was
I love
painful.
how DC was just like because people were like, clamoring for more Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and then the thing they gave us was more Jared Leto. And
Yeah.
like I
But
understand.
I'm really confused about who this Joker is. Like, because it seemed to me like he was insinuating that he's Dick Grayson or Jason Todd or something.
Meh, I mean, we won't know that until Ben Affleck's Batman comes out, man. Like that's the only way we'll know about
Wait,
anything.
if it ever
If
does,
it ever
if it
does.
ever
And
does, yeah.
apparently
I
he's
mean,
not even the
they're
main
doing
villain.
Robert Pattinson,
Yeah,
right?
he's not apparently like
Yeah, the main
he's
villain
Deathstroke.
was gonna be Slade
Yeah,
Wilson.
exactly.
Yeah,
Which none of it makes
yeah,
any
because
sense.
the after credit scene, the after credit scene did seem really cool. Like you can tell what kind of movie they're going for. Like where Deathstroke learns Batman's real identity and
Yeah,
kind of like tries to
that
upend
would have
his
been
life.
interesting to see.
That would have been really really interesting to see. And I mean, Deathstroke is very similar to Batman in a lot of ways. I'm pretty like bummed out that we didn't get that movie. That would have been really really dope.
Yeah, uh, it's a shame, man. It really is like
Yeah.
it would have been personal as well, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But for me, the nightmare sequence, like, yeah, I did like Batman and Joker's interaction. Like the speech itself
Hmm.
was like really cool, and to see Batman cuss and all that stuff,
Hmm.
and
Oh yeah, I love that. I love
yeah,
that.
like it was good to see, but just like the total lack of explanation for anything, and then like randomly just like, oh, it's all a dream. I'm like, okay, okay, you're setting up for part three,
Yeah, yeah.
which is just
Mm.
it's just too much setup, man. Like sometimes Zach gotta chill. Zach gotta take it one movie at a time. uh
Yeah,
like
yeah. But I mean, the dialogue between Joker and Batman was really like how long, like talking about how like how are you not dead inside to Batman, and Batman's like I've been dead inside a long time ago. Like that's so dope.
yeah.
Like like that's classic
Yeah,
Batman,
I mean, even Jared Leto himself, like he portrayed the Joker better than he did in Suicide Squad.
A lot
But for
better.
me,
And I think the look of his Joker is a lot
yeah,
better
that
too.
too. And I think the thing that killed me was the laugh. I was like, okay, now change your laugh. And he's like, ah, I'm like, oh, door creaking again. Here we go. Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
like, he's just like, just imagine DC going out to him like, Jared, please change your voice. No, like, but people hate it, and Joaquin just did a really good Joker laugh. I said, ah. I'm like, okay, yes, wait, do that, man. Do like fucking Strepsils, uh, you know, sore throat kind of laugh. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. So we've arrived to that point where
Yeah.
you give the movie a score. I guess. What you gonna give it, man?
The more I think about it, like it's like a B. It's like an 8 out of 10. Like it has a lot good going for it. And like for the like I don't consider the the other cut the actual Justice League. This is like Justice League,
Yeah.
and like combined with like the better characterization and everything, the visual style, coherent tone and whatnot. I think an 8 out of 10 pretty much like summarizes it for me. What about you?
I mean, I think this is the first time it's happened in my podcast. Granted, I had like 3 episodes prior, but that I actually give the same rating as you do. Like I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
I feel that the
Yeah.
characterization and the character moments like really made it for me, man. I love watching that stuff.
And the action, like,
Yeah, the last act
yeah,
was so much better, and the
so
villain,
much
okay,
better.
still generic, but so much better. Just everything in general was
Uh-huh.
just so much better than what we got 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, there's still a few things that I
Yeah.
would have changed or would have left out. But
Of course, of course. But I mean, like
overall,
from what we
yeah.
have, yeah,
I think it's the second or third best DCEU film we've got so far, and like more of this, and then I think that DC will shine on its own as a not wannabe Marvel. Like
yeah, yeah,
it's just this, and people there will be people who follow this, people who like this, like us. So like
yeah, yeah.
yeah, go on.
It has made a difference because I think now Warner Brothers like understands that okay, like just because it has a dark tone doesn't mean it's like not desired. Like I'm willing to bet that like the movie broke records for HBO Max. Like there's no doubt in my
Yeah,
mind that it did. And
don't be
and they're gonna see those
surprised
numbers
to
and they're
yeah.
gonna
Don't be surprised to see them
yeah,
totally, shit the bed on the next one. But like, because that's what they do. Like, honestly, like I have no faith.
yeah.
I have no
They
faith
just
at
see what
all.
works and like rolls with it. They're just like rolling with the punches. So like they're gonna start out with one thing, shift, and then they're gonna go back, and then they're gonna go back and
Yeah, like
forth depending
retcon
on like
time,
the
boys.
rating of each
Yeah,
movie as it comes out. Yeah.
it's just not smart.
I'm
Like,
I mean, I guess
ugh.
it depends on like I think it depends on the Flash movie.
Yeah, Flashpoint Paradox. See how much they retcon,
Like yeah, yeah,
which is like a mile away. But
yeah.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I
It's
guess,
actually
yeah, go on.
I think it's like a year away.
A year or two, dude, at least. Like, I don't think they're gonna film it that
Yeah.
fast.
It's
Fast.
it's 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 already filming. Usually it takes like 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, if Zack Snyder is involved in the editing, then it'll probably take like 3 years, because just for the slow mo alone. But I
Yeah,
guess
of course.
overall, yeah, both 8 out of 10s, and we agree that it's much better than the first cut that we got by far, and it's one of the better DCEU films that we've seen. And yeah, so I guess there's nothing left to say aside from thank you, Atulit, AK,
Of course.
or
Yes,
you
sir.
actually this guy actually has a production house of his own in Thailand. Actually, it's called Visrec.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
It's short for yeah, Visrec is short for visual records. And right now we're doing commercials, music videos, and short films.
Okay, so yep.
So yeah.
If anyone wants to check him out, physically, and also his, company, then I'll provide a link in the description below. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, push the notification bell to my channel, and I guess that. Thank you, AK, very
I
much,
love that
man.
you're saying all that. I love that you're saying all that
Yeah,
unironically
no.
too.
It pains me. It kills me inside to say all
Hit
this.
that bell.
Click that
Hit
bell,
that
man,
bell.
and follow me on Spotify, all that stuff too. Okay.
Oh, this on
Yeah, it's on
Spotify?
Spotify. Don't listen to me in the car,
Oh,
but yeah,
nice.
but if you want to, then please do.
Oh,
Okay, man.
okay. Cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool,
thank
cool,
you very
cool,
much.
cool.
Wait. No,
All right.
don't. And I guess say goodbye to the camera. I guess. Okay. Thanks, AK. Thank you.